What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Edge of Tech. I'm Jim, and we are going to be rocking and rolling with you guys, doing some work on the Sovol SV04. Hopefully you can hear me. I probably should have checked my mic. I did. Okay, good. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me know. Yes, I just bought a printer. A lot of it good with it, but printers, all printers have some things that could be changed. Easy to put together. That's good to hear. Easy to put together. I like it. I can hear, but my camera is out of focus. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute. Let me see what's cooking here. It is out of focus. Not focusing on me. Focus. All right, hang on. Let me just make sure. Let's see what we got here. Now it should be better. Camera might be out of focus up here, but we'll fix that in a minute. Loud and clear. Morning, everybody. Andreas, let me know if that's better on the camera. We're going to get rocking and rolling on this Sunday. It's focusing on the box. Yeah. It looks like, I mean, from the camera, I see it tracking my face. It's tracking my face. That's okay. We are going to rock and roll and just get this thing rolling because it's huge. As you can see on this table, it is huge. This is a Sovol SV04. Let me just change my view. Blasto, what's going on? Rob H. 3D Puck. David, how you doing? No Names Designs. Looks good to me. I like it. Bump up your resolution all the way. I think we should be in 1080p today. Pretty much all the streams should be in 1080p. That doesn't mean they are, but they should be. We're going to get this bad boy unboxed right away. I got my good old vitamin water. I got my regular water. I got all the waters. So, Sovol, I did the SV01 Pro a couple months ago, maybe. And then they shot me over this one. This is the SV04. This is the IDEX printer, dual heads. Looks like David said he already has one. Stay hydrated, absolutely. Sky Down, how you doing? David Katz, what up? But this box is massive. I'm gonna pop over to the overhead camera. It is so big it barely fits in frame of the overhead camera. But there you go. I'll do this so you can see both angles. I might have to move my water. There we go. Look at that. This thing is massive. We're just gonna jump right into it. We're gonna get this thing unboxed and printing, and hopefully not take up too much of your Sunday. Andreas, how you doing? Hopefully that's how you say it. So we got the manual. Looks like a decent sized manual there. Got some stuff under here. This looks like the control screen. There you go. Looks like it has plastic on it, or it's very dirty. I'm going to go with plastic, hopefully. So we'll move that out of the way. Nothing in there. All these little compartments, it looks like, have something in them. There's something there. Luckily, I have the top-down camera so I can see it. Need to print something red and blue. Right? Right? This looks like Purge boxes and with a little wipe, rubber wipe thing on. These are rubber wipes, which is nice. Little Purge bucket action. This is a lot of foam, but it's cut very well, at least. There's some little rows or little spools of filament. We'll get to that later, white and blue. Someone asked me, will I be doing more bamboo content? Absolutely. I have, I had 4 videos planned, 3 of which will be on this channel. That's a box of stuff. We'll get into that in a minute. No, 4 videos planned, 1 of which will be on this channel. I'm doing some stuff specifically for bamboo as well, but I'm waiting. I'm a little late on this one. They just sent it to me like a month and a half ago. I'm a little late on all of them. I got that crazy cold thing like 2 months ago or something, and that lasted forever. And then I got ready for Murph, did Murph, got COVID. So now a couple weeks later, I'm finally catching up. I have a lot of printers to catch up on. So some of these will definitely be late, but we'll have some fun with the live streams anyway. But yes, there'll be more of the bamboo stuff coming. I actually have one of the very, very first production. I'm going to set this over here. Production. Really don't want to set that down. Let's set it down on the steppers. Well, new production models of the bamboo here. I just didn't unbox it yet. It has the new AMS, new version of the AMS. It just got some updates and stuff, and it's that's pretty much all that's different with it. But yeah, this is the Sovol SV04. Sovol has always been great to me. I believe it's a sister company of Creality, or at least they use Creality parts. So there's that. But this is it's 300. Ooh, the build plate. It looks like, there we go. This thing's monsters. Big ribbon cables too here. Ugh. That is a good size. Sovol lasers. I haven't, you know what? I haven't done anything with the lasers yet. I have so many lasers that I never really wanted to put them on a 3D printer because I have, regular standalone lasers. But I should do a video so people know how to do that anyway. I'm going to set this down. I got to move some cables and stuff because they're everywhere. But so far, that's what we got. What are we doing on this up camera here? It could be a little brighter, huh? Let's see what we got. There we go. Let's brighten it up a little. There we go. Like, this box is huge. I'm going to get this out of the way. I think someone early in the comments said they got theirs coming today, which is awesome. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I just launched that bad boy. So this is what we got. Sovol, if you're watching, I apologize that this has taken so long to get to. With being sick and all the stuff, I'm really just behind on everything, and I apologize for that. They've usually been really good. So there's that. It's an all right machine. Nice. So I almost read your name as Hanson Rocks, but it's not what it says. Almost to buy this as a second printer. When you did the bamboo live stream, I went with the X1 Carbon. Very good choice. I'm sure this is a great printer. There's just big difference. Big difference. It looks like this is going to be super simple to put together. It looks like we're already ready, really. We're just going to drop, I'm assuming we'll drop the gantry on, screw that in, wire it up, and we'll be good. So let's get rocking. Look at that, 10 minutes in, 10 minutes in. We're just crossing noon, and I already have it out of the box. This is record-breaking stuff here, guys. Record-breaking. I'm going to keep that plastic. Oh, hopefully that's better. It looks like it's focusing on me, which is good. Which that means this stuff should be in focus. We'll find out. Notes. There's a lot of notes. We'll check the input voltage, etc. Assembly guide. Let's do this. So this is our book. Book is nicely illustrated and words are good. Tells you what pieces to use. I like it. I'm going to set that aside. We're going to need some stuff. So let's see what's in the box. We got the SD card. It's a full-size SD card. We'll need that. We got the standard tools package that you see in all of these style printers. The screwdriver, the Allen wrenches, the cutter, the needle that has foam. Yes, I'm looking at you, FL Sun. I pulled out one the other day on a printer, an FL Sun Super Racer, and it didn't have foam, and it poked me right in the thumb, and I was very upset about that. So here's some big screws or bolts, extra nozzles. Throw that over there. Of course, our power cord, USB, some extra PTFE. Looks like, here we go. Oh, parts of a spool holder, another parts of a spool holder. It looks like they have filament runout sensors on them built in, which is great. Here we go. Filament runout sensors on there. Waiting to see how this works and if it would be tired, if I would get one. Tired of the Tinker boxes. Got it. Here's another one. So these two little bearing things right here, you guide your filament through there, and it's supposed to send it right through that spool holders here. We got two of those. We need two of those. Throw those off to the side. Like I said, a piece of PTFE tube, a classic spatula, a couple of screws that we're going to need. I'm not sure what this is yet. This is 2 pieces of acrylic. So we'll leave that in the box. I'm not sure what that is. And then 2 end cap pieces that we'll use. I'm curious what this acrylic's for. It's going to be interesting. Toss the tools back in the box there. Okay. Step number 1, we're going to assemble the gantry. There's 4 bolts. We're going to drop the M5 by 70 screws on there, making sure that that's in the right position. So I'll do it like this to start. I think that's okay because you can see up in the corner there. I'm pointing it. Up in the corner there, you can see the straight-on view if you want. Otherwise, there's top-down. Whatever you prefer. Let me know in the comments if you'd prefer me just to do a straight-on view for the whole thing, because this is going to be a really tall situation. Tim from TH3 made me look closer at the quality of mod and modability of the Sovol lineup. Hey, I tell you what, to be 100% fair, I've been very impressed with Sovol ever since my very first SV01. I've liked it. I've been impressed by it. And it's just a basic printer that works. And that's how it is. I mean, it's, like I said, they use, it's basically Creality printers, Creality parts. I might have to change that. Oh, come on, there we go. Well, maybe that's not how. Does it sit all the way down? We're going to find out. Nope, it doesn't. So this gantry I'm going to change this so you can see this here. So you can see this gantry here does not sit all the way down. It just sits like this, which is interesting. So it doesn't sit all the way down on the table. And the steppers just kind of sit on the frame as well. So I probably should have had my bolts ready because I thought this was going to sit down all the way and stand up by itself. Top down is good. I didn't read that till now, but top down's a little tough when this thing is super tall. There is a little groove in the side of the gantry that, you know, in the side of the frame that the gantry sits on. And that's becoming more and more popular. So as soon as I get a couple of these bolts in, we can do top down again or whatever. I mean, this seems like it's going to be a super quick build. Do we know what mainboard is in it? I don't. If I have to guess, it's a Creality mainboard, maybe 422, but that's just speculating. I'll have to look. Probably should have flipped it over and took it apart before we looked. I was so excited to get this thing up and running that I didn't think about it. So like the other night we did a laser and it was like a 3-hour marathon stream. And I was like, you know what, this one, I'm just going to rock and roll. We're going to get it built. I want to get this thing printing. I want to get it all done and not take everybody's Sunday up, you know. I might have to flip this one around because that is not going in there. Let me grab my T-handles here. I love these T-handles. I use them pretty much for everything. They look like this. And they make things much easier. Andrew says, most printer in China will use off-the-shelf parts, maybe 2 factories, and provide multiple parts to loads of manufacturers. Yeah. Well, these guys pretty much, yeah, they use this. I think they're even made in the same warehouse as Creality. You can see the same cut parts, the same colors, that kind of thing. It's okay, though. I mean, they've always been a good company to work with. Sovol has, for me at least. So that's good. Can you check and make sure it's grounded properly? Sure, you're grounded. So I would do top down, but then you're just getting me looking, you're just looking at the top gantry because this thing is so tall. I'm not going to tighten these all the way yet until I get them all in here. Once I get them all in and they're looking good and in there straight, then I'll tighten them down. Made in China, absolutely. Yes. Let me know in the comments if you have one. I know a couple people said they did. Let me know if you're considering it. The Sovol SV04. Again, thank you to Sovol for sending this over to me. I really appreciate that, and I apologize that it's taken me a little bit of time to get this actually done. But I did get it done this week like I promised. Okay. Whew. I'm hot. It's hot in here today. I say that and it's like 70 or something, right? I'm just running around here. 72. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this fan on me. Okay. So I was outside mowing, did the yard work and all that stuff before this, and I got all warm about it. I'm still, one of the side effects from my COVID was that I was getting like super overheated, and that's still happening. Still pretty warm. Just got to take it easy. Okay, here we go. Made in China. I'll definitely check. We'll see how it goes. I might flip this thing over on its side, and we'll check the the control box. The next thing we'll do, it looks like putting the filament, let's see, spool holders on. Let's see if the best way to do that. Let's go this way. Let's see. Boom. Look at that. We can work up here and you can see it. Many guitars on my SV03 and 04. The SV03 is great too. I have one of those. Great machine. Many guitars, huh? I might have to check that out. That sounds like a great thing to print. I need to make a guitar. I think John at Proper Printing made one recently too. I always wanted to. I'm just going to do it. Actually, last night I went down the rabbit hole of 3D printed airplanes. And there's that. So we're going to do 2 filament runout sensors and 2 spool holders. So they're going to face forward like this, which does not make it easier for me. I should spin this thing around. Hang on. Do a harp. Wow, that would be cool too. A harp. A good old harp. All right. Same for you, better for me. There we go. What the heck? I thought I had this gantry tightened. Either it came loose or I loosened it a little or something. There we go. Let me just double check this side. We're good. Maybe one side wasn't all the way in. Okay. So we're going to do 2 of these somewhere up here. That's the wrong size. A harp, huh? Harp sounds. I'm not going to tighten them. I'm not going to crank them down because I want to adjust them here in a minute. But you get the idea. So it's just 2 filament runout sensors, 2 spool holders, and a partridge in a pear tree. Don't worry, I won't forget to. Hopefully, I won't forget to change this thing from 220 to 110. I probably will, but no. There we go. So 1, 2. Good. Working on a Bo Diddley style box guitar with LEDs around the body. Nice. Hurdy-gurdy. Holy moly, hurdy-gurdy, huh? That would be crazy talk. I mean, like, yeah, that would be crazy. I thought these are going to go in the bottom here. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll do that in a minute. All right, let's get the filament runner, spool holders. Cigar box guitars, yes. I have a friend that makes actual cigar box guitars. He's awesome at it. He makes and plays them. So that's pretty sweet. Nice. A hurdy-gurdy. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. So these are your classic. These are your classic Creality style spool holders. They sit on the top. You know, they screw in, and the spool holder screws into that. And just got to fix the T-nuts that fell off. Whoa, we got fallen T-nuts. I love this conversation about the musical instruments, though. I just need to make one. And again, I've had this. All of a sudden, I got this thing about. All of a sudden, I got this thing about making airplanes. So last night, my wife was at Chicago Comic-Con, or whatever they're calling it now, Fan Fest, I think they actually call it now. And while she was there, she went with her dad. They had some Lord of the Rings and Star Trek people that she really wanted to see. And I hung out with the little man all day. And while she was there, You know, I probably should make this closer. I'm going to leave these loose too, because I'm going to have to line these up good. I'm guessing they're going to be more close like that. Anyways, while she was there, after I got the little man to bed, I went down the rabbit hole of 3D printed airplanes from flight test, and led me to a company that makes the 3D printed airplanes, and I absolutely went down that rabbit hole. A guitar as your jousting lance on your death racer would be awesome. Yes. Mento stomp boxes, which is sweet. I have a mini gym with a guitar on it that Andrew made. Actually, he designed it. And I should get that bad boy printing. Should print that pretty soon here. Maybe I'll do that like big on this one or something. We'll see. Okay. So just about got these ready. I'm going to flip to this so you can see what's going on. Let me lower this table a little bit. Holy moly. Ooh, piece. Let's see. Used to make mental stomp boxes. Nice. Come on. You got to come off there. There we go. So these are going to go in like this. Yes, I know it's loose. I left it loose, so there we go. So I can move it. Once I get filament on here, I'm going to adjust the place, because the challenge is you don't want to go too far away from these because they have that bearing. They have that bearing that guides the filament down into the filament runout sensor. And if you're too far away, it's like, guess that one wasn't on. It pulls it into that bearing, and I guess both of those weren't on. Holy crap. That was amazing. Mark that point in the video for a good old-fashioned fail. Probably because I loosened them, I said, I'm not going to tighten them yet. That's exactly what happened. Solid body. Nice. PCB board for project boxes for my own guitar stomp box. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Has anyone in the chat done an airplane? Because I am serious. That is probably going to be my next. I'm going to tighten these things down a little bit here. A little bit more than I did before, at least. You gotta love T-nuts, right? Jim's a regular Butterfingers, yes. I don't know about it just today, though. The best part about this is they actually have like a locking washer on these. It did not locking very good, did it? There we go. I'm just going to tighten them in. We're going for it. If I have to move them, we'll move them. There we go. There's one. What's up? Steven's in the house. What's up, Steven? I play guitar also, but what's grunge? Sounds like old people music. Yes. Yes, that 90s stuff, you know. Definitely old people music. All right. Just making sure these both caught. They did. Boom. They're not falling off now. Dang it. Okay. So, check display screen. That's going to go in the front somewhere. Yeah. Let me turn this bad boy around. I'm going to give you a different view here, because I need to see this. Okay. How about that view? I don't know. I just made that up. Let's go. All right. Display screen. I'm guessing we're going to use these two little M5s by 8s. We are. This bag of stuff here says M5 by 8 on it. Andrew Rogers for the Butterfinger Fun. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. $4.99. As Joe would say, are you out of your mind? I think Joel just did this printer, I don't even know, a couple weeks ago, actually. The lead singer, Foo Fighters, David Grohl, was the drummer for Nirvana. No way. I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy. I'm just playing with you. I got to get this plastic off. It looks like garbage. Ready? Ooh, yeah. Boom. Much better. Yeah, Dave Grohl's a good dude. Foo Fighters, awesome in concert, by the way. A lot of people didn't know that. What? Don't insult my smartness. I'm sorry. I that is my genre of music. So I'm just giving you a hard time. Sorry. I wasn't insulting your smartness. We have multiple Andrew. Is this like Andrew? Is there another console of Andrew member here that I don't know about? Andrew Murphy. I thought everyone knew that. He also wrote a lot of Nirvana's music. Yes, he did. I worked at a place called Sands. Soundgarden walked in to eat like 3 a.m. Nice. Yes. R.I.P. Taylor. R.I.P. Chris Cornell. Screens on, screens attached. Bed's actually not wobbly, which is awesome. All right. I think next we're going to start plugging some wires in. This thing's rocking, man. We're only, what, 30 minutes in or so? Yeah, 30 minutes in. I'm going to flip this around so I can just plug wires in, because I'll show you that, but it's much faster for me this way. All right. It definitely says, let's do this. It says, this is where the ribbon cables go. This is blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. So I'm going to give you one of these. I used to do a lot of road sound for well-known bands. That's awesome. Like Hotmakes. Yes. What's up, David? Didn't see you sneak in there. That's hilarious, Steven. Chris Cornell had one of the best voices ever. Oops, wrong one. One of the best voices ever. Fight me. His range, ridiculous. Still to this day, absolutely just mind-blowing. I mean, his range is phenomenal. All right, what do we got here? Z. I plug this in over there, keeping it off to the side here, trying to keep it out of the way. It is going to rub a little right here, though, it looks like. So maybe, yeah, I won't do that. Let's try this. I think we're going to rub no matter where we are, but I wonder if I can fake it till I make it. And like, maybe I can zip tie it over here so it does not rub. We'll see. All right, what else do we got? This is the other Z. So I'm going to go up and around like that, like this. Same thing with this one. I'm going to plug it in the same way as I did the other side there, and then I'll zip tie it like down like this so it doesn't get, I guess I could go the other way and zip tie it too, but it's really touching that Z coupler, and I don't like that. I'll just wear it down faster. Jessica Ryan, how are you? Hello, everyone. Hope you're all keeping well today and having an awesome day. You too. You too. Rubbing is racing. Yes. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's all I got to say. All right, I'm going to pop this back over here. Ribbon cables on these. they're going to come up and just snap in to the side of the printer like that. So it does say something about running these things. Let's see. Yep. Filament detection, Z cables, Y cables. Try not to bend the connectors. Okay, one more on this side. Comes up and the little clips open. This ribbon cable pops in. Little clips close on it, holds it in there. Check and check. You know what we didn't put on yet? Maybe I missed it. I bet you I missed it. Or they didn't have it in here. I had to miss it, right? I don't see anything about the wipe containers here. Oh, let's see. Where are they gonna? You think they would sit over here, like that? Let's look. So there's these containers here that the nozzle will come across, wipe, you know, and drop some filament in. But I don't know where that sits. I mean, judging by this, you'd think it would just go, you know. Born in 77. Let's see. Oh, I see now. Supposedly it sits on those screws there. But where does it tell me to put those on? It doesn't yet. I see it in the pictures here, but I don't see it. Oh, I see what the acrylic does now. The acrylic levels your Z's. Yeah, I don't see anywhere in there where it tells us to put these on. Maybe I missed it, but it looks like it's going to sit right in here. So I need to loosen those up. Let's see, is this a better shot of that? No, not really. It's going to go right here, but you can't see that. Maybe you can if I actually can get it in the frame or not. Okay, plan B. Plan B. Booyah, Grandma. Right here. There we go. New studio is going good. I need more. I wish I just had more time. There's so much I want to do here, but I need to dedicate more time to it. I'm going to give you this angle a little better so I can open these up a hair. Just a hair. So then this one will hang here like that. And it looks like it has some adjusting. So, yeah. Probably wanted to wipe that. It's actually got to touch it, right? We'll hang it like this for now, and then I'll adjust it if it's not hitting it. But I have a feeling we're going to be adjusting it. Boom. Okay. We'll do the other side there. It's over there. I was not in the hairbands. Oh, man, I was. Can you tell? That's funny. That's funny. Looks like an artillery clone. Kind of. You mean because of the blue? I'm guessing you mean because of... Oh, I did not open that one up far enough. I'm guessing you mean because of the blue. Yeah, so I'm going to end up adjusting these. But I'm just going to put them in all the way down for now. And then I'll adjust them as needed here. Yes, multiple times, a full-time job and a 2-year-old. There is never enough time. Never enough. All right. Double check in. So we're wired up. We got everything on here. We'll go to the next step. Let's check the ooh. There could be an issue just hanging out here. We'll find out. We'll see what they say to do with them. Maybe there's a better way to put them in there or something. All right. Turn on the power and switch the position to this to start the equipment. I'm guessing they mean home it. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to switch this over to make sure that it's set up for my world here. Holy crap, it's way in there. Woo! It's definitely in there. I might have to get a light and make sure I swap that. Yes, it does. That's funny. Okay, so all right, I got it on 115. You have to go in through the back, and there's a hole that's about 2 inches in, or that you have to go in about 2 inches to get there. But we got it. Let's get this somewhere positioned like that. Get this stuff out of here for now. Let me get the power cord going. We have a lot of Andrews today right now. Andrew Rogers, Andrew Murphy, Andrew S. The console of Andrews is here. The Legion. Hello. All right. This plugs into the side here. This is where we find out if we smoke or not, right? I like it. Ooh. Just make sure I got plugged in. We'll leave that there. I don't like it like that. There we go. Okay. It wants me to turn it on now. Let's do this. Let me get this out of your way so you don't have to deal with that. Turn that camera off for a second. We are many. We are Legion. Yes. All right. Here we go. You guys want to see what the screen looks like booting up? I guess I could show you that. Here. I just turned this off, but well, we might as well. Okay. Hopefully. Let me just turn this bad boy a little more. There we go. We got a good uh-oh. There we go. Ready? See what we got. No smoke. Hey, Sovol 3D. Here we go. And we are currently on. There's the screen. There's the interface. It looks like it is touch screen. Is better the Ender, or is it similar, just more budget friendly? Very similar, but this is bigger. So this is what, 300 by 300 by 300 or something? Maybe 300 by 300 by 350. Let me look here. Trying to remember off the top of my head. I apologize. It is 300 by 400. 300 by 400. So it's bigger. It has obviously it has IDEX, so it has 2 heads. Did you print a Death Racer by the main man Sam Prentice? I did. John from Tripod's Garage put it together for me, actually. He put it together for me at Murph on Friday because he's like, I've done this. Get out of my way. John's awesome. 3 by 400. That's right. It's huge. Yes. It's a big footprint, but it kind of has to be with the bed slinger. You know, I mean, the bed's got to go everywhere. It does have strain relief back here, which is nice. Someone brought up the ribbon cables that they're going to be just kind of flopping around. I'm not sure yet, but we'll dive into that more. I am going to do some cleanup on the cables, you know, with some zip ties and stuff. So I'm not sure if I'll do much though with the ribbon cables because I don't want to crush them. All right, what does it say here? It says turn it on. Did. Check. Checkaroony. There's the interface. Cool. Gives you a whole guide about what the interface does, which is awesome. Adjust the x-axis. Make sure to use the two adjustment. Let's see. Make two adjustment piece to parallel with x-axis to level x, or with z-axis to level x-axis. What? All right. Let's home this bad boy. Let's just make sure it moves. I don't know. Yeah, there's different ways. Settings. Move. Home. Just make sure everything moves. There's that one. Oh, you know what I forgot to plug in? Up in the top, I didn't plug in my filament runout sensors because I forgot. So there's that. Don't forget that. It might be too far. So I need to move them over just a little. We don't want to forget the filament runout sensors. That would be great. Okay, now we're plugged in. So it did something. It's auto homing. Please wait. Oh, it's coming down now. Okay. Just got mine in the mail. And my DJ Richie Rich. Nice, man. Glad you got yours in the mail. So what we're seeing on the screen is this. It's homing. It's telling us that it's homing the Z, which is definitely interesting. If you see what it's doing, it's actually showing you that where it is on the machine with that little red dot. That's pretty cool. Sovol SV04 Pro as your first 3D printer. Not a bad choice. It is a solid machine. I like mine. That was the last Sovol I did as far as unboxing, and it was solid. Solid machine. Figured out what these are. Acrylic pieces. They are, this is going to help us level our X Gantry, apparently. I'm hoping. Oh, it has a BL Touch built in. I didn't see it, a limit switch there. So yeah, so it's hard to see, but in the very back of this piece here, underneath, there's a BL Touch built in there. That's pretty sweet. Building an Ender 3 V2 right now. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now that I've homed it, it says make sure that both of them are straight. So what it wants me to do, how can I show this? Let me back you up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me back you up. Get you more like this. And then what it wants us to do is take these and go underneath of the gantry. This is super hard showing you like that, but let me come around the table here. So it wants you to put these under here and make sure your gantry is level. So theoretically, this should be it says there's a video on the SD card, but basically it wants you to put them underneath here like this and make sure you're straight. It did say there's a video in the SD card, but I am clearly not watching it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right there. Just so it's touching it, just so it's there. And that's level-ish. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing, just for the heck of it. And then we'll see how I did. That actually let me. Weird. Well, they're both in there now. So theoretically, these should be the same, right? So what we need to do, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go all the way up, and then I'm going to measure them at the top, which sounds weird, but if you watched any of my videos ever, that's how I do it. That's how it was taught. Disable the steppers and turn by hand, then they can move. So here's, I'm going to go 170, 190. I know it's 400, so I'm going to go up. Let's go like 390. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go all the way up. Then I'm going to measure from the gantry to the top of the top rail and see if they're close. Looks bigger than the Anycubic Cobra Max, but smaller build volume. I can't speak to the Anycubic Cobra Max, but yeah. Let's see what happens. Once you level the gantry, how often do you do it? Hopefully not very often. Once it's level, it hopefully stays level. Doesn't mean it always does, but it should. You still do the laser engraver stuff? Yes. When I get time officially, but Friday night I did an impromptu laser unboxing. We did the two trees laser, yeah. So went up to 390. So it should be stopping any second. There we go. I think I can go to 400. Let's go to 400. I'm going to move over. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a second here. But I'm going to move over. There we go. The heads. Then if I turn this towards you, I'm going to measure the distance here and here and see if they're the same. That's what we're going to do. I have my official hard tape measure, but or my my ruler, but it's too easy. So what I got here is 5.5 centimeters. And if I have 5.5 centimeters on this side, then we're good. Woo! Just a hair. I mean, like just a hair out. No pun intended. It's very, very, very close. So what I would normally do is just give that one like a boop, little twist there. And I would measure it with a millimeter ruler and make sure I'm within 1 millimeter. I prefer to be dead on, but does that stay dead on? I don't know. So we're dang close here. If you must know, where the heck is my millimeter ruler? Should be right here. There it is. There it is. My little guy loves my toolbox, by the way. And he absolutely loves the toolbox. How did the LC40 engraver go? Is it worth the way they use it on phone? The LC40. Remind me which one that is, because I don't remember. So, like I said, we were 5.5 centimeters would be 55 millimeters. So we are dang on 55 millimeters right there. If we must know. And man, it is within 0.5 millimeter. I'm going to call that a win. I'm going to call that a win. Leveling the platform. Oh, that one. Yeah. I never got it to work. Never got it to work because I didn't spend the extra time to get it to work, to be fair. So I haven't had time to go back to it. A lot of people liked it. I never got it to work. Let's see. We're going to do move extruder 1 to the center of the bed, then adjust the distance between the nozzle and the glass bed. Well, this doesn't have a glass bed. It has a flex plate. So there's that. But I get what you're saying. So I'm going to rehome it. I'm going to let it do its thing. Put this away until I need one. We're going to get this thing rocking. We're going to get it leveled. We're going to get it. All right, looks like. So extruder 1, I believe that's what they call extruder 1, has the BL Touch on it. Pretty sure they don't both. No, they don't. Just one of them. So settings. I'm going to home this, and then I'm going to go to the level. There's an actual leveling part of the UI. If you didn't see this before, this was pretty cool. The interface here. Oh, I just turned that off. Sorry about that. So the interface here shows you it's leveling right here, and it's actually showing you where the Z is on your square there. That's pretty dang cool. Thinking about building a 3D printer with, or building my 3D printer with a flex plate, Andrew. Nice. Flex plate. I love flex plates. They're awesome. Doesn't look like the tips are wiping. Might need to move the bucket up a bit. Definitely I will, yes. Check the belt. When I put mine together, I had to tighten the belts. Is that A? No, I'm just playing. It does have belt tensioners on it. We'll check them. Seem to be okay. Just some of the belts. Weird. David, what do you think of yours? That's not a good shot. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is come back over here so you guys can see the leveling process. The belt is singing. Yes, it is. All right, so it's there. Now I'm going to go back, go to leveling. So now it's going to do the homing thing again. I'm grabbing a drink of water. There we go. After I got it calibrated, I like mine. Nice. So step 1 says, move the extruder 1 to the center of the bed, then adjust the distance between the nozzle and the glass bed. Select settings, leveling home. Select Z or Z minus to change the distance. So let me grab a piece of paper. I'm guessing that's what we're doing. Doesn't say that, but basically we're adjusting the Z height, I believe. Settings, leveling home. Got it. Then select a Z. Weird. Auto align Z, auxiliary leveling, measuring. Oh, I see. There's a Z. There's a on the screen here. There's a Z up and down. It's side arrows right here. I was looking for literally an up and down. So oh. One more. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Yep, put a piece of paper there. Great. Make sure the nozzle can scratch the paper lightly. You can, yep, got it. Select auxiliary leveling. Click on number 1 to 5 to level the corners. Okay, auxiliary leveling. Let's go to 2. Basically, we're just running through the paper leveling now. It's actually pretty good there right now. I always keep the paper under it just in case. What is everyone thought about me buying an Ender or any of the Ender line for a first printer? I mean, I did. That's how I started. Sounds okay. 4 is the back corner. Yeah. Reading the manual and stuff. Yes. Yes. Definitely reading the manual and stuff. That one's good. We'll go to 5. I just want to give it the best shot of printing the first print. I like to walk through. Whoa, that one's super tight. I like to walk through the manual. Ender 2 Pro, pretty solid. I have one. I liked it. If you can deal with the size of the Ender 2 Pro for the money, it's pretty good. Not bad. Let's go to 2 again. Just going to double check it. There goes my man card, huh? Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. See, everyone thinks, oh, it has auto bad leveling. You don't have to do this part, but that is not true. You definitely want to make sure you're pretty dang close before you even have to use your ABL, because it makes things much better. A little bit. Now, I prefer to use solid bed mounts myself. And you don't have to do this because they're all the same, hopefully, right? See this one? Not even touching now. There we go. Usually we go around two times, 3 times, whatever. If it's close on 2, I'll stop there. Here we go. We'll go to single. Nice. And now we're way off. We're not on in the center anymore, but we'll fix that with. I mean, that's definitely common. It's common because of these plates are normally warped a little. This could be like a bowl. There we go. That one was out a little. I'm going to walk around one more time just to be certain. The other impression that this printer does create a mesh using BL Touch. I mean, theoretically, it actually had a screen to show the mesh, but so, I mean, it should. We're going to find out. Pretty solid there. Nice. Now let's try the center again and see if we're any closer than we were. Nope. That's okay. I figured that's normal. You could go around 6 times and get it even closer if you really want to, but yeah. So we went around, we did all the corners. Great. After leveling the 4 corners, click number 1. And check out if the distance between the glass is perfect. It's not. We know it's not. Okay, switch to nozzle 2, and then select auxiliary. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back. Oh, I'm going to go switch to nozzle 2. There's a little 2 button there. So we should move 1 out of the way. Says, let's see, the distance between nozzle 2 and the glass by twisting the knob above extruder 2. Oh, I see. Got you. I got you. The distance between two in a glass should be the thickness of the same paper. Okay. So we're going to go to 1. There we go. Hopefully that's not too close. Whew. So this one has a knob up here that will raise and lower. If you're familiar with lasers, this one will raise and lower this whole head to get it where you want. I mean, you've got to be super. Wow. Got to be super close on your twisting, though. Too much twisting, it doesn't need much here. When you're close like this, I mean, that's probably pretty good, but I just need like a barely a turn. It's close. We're close. Okay, so I got that. Do not move number 2 after leveling. Okay. So let's go back. Great. Go to leveling. Okay. We did that. If you need to realize the auto leveling, you can have a setting. I don't know what that means, but we're going to go to measuring, it says. All right, let's see what it does. I believe this is where we're going to create our mesh. It uses the BL Touch now. While that's going, I'm going to put this on for you. All right. Well, you manually do it rather than every print. I wish they would have put 2 bed slider extrusions instead of 1 with this big bed. It's 300's on the border of that. You never know. Thought about getting an Ender 3 Pro, but I was not sure. Ender 3 Pro, solid. Older now, but solid. I hate Creality machines, but I went in on them the wrong way. I went from original Prusas. Yeah, that's backwards. New experience. I started with an Ender 3, a basic Ender 3, and that's how I started. I liked it because I learned the machine. It did take some time, but that's okay. For first printer, something like an Ender 3 Pro can be exercise and frustration. They're solid, but can take a bunch of tinkering to get them ready. Yes, they can. It depends what your budget is. I mean, that's where we want to start, right? What's your budget and how big of printer do you want? What build space? If you have a smaller budget and don't print anything giant, something like an Ender 2 Pro will get you where you want to be. Solid printer, cheap, super cheap to get in the hobby. And if you hate it, it was like $160. If you liked it, you'll buy another one after that once you learn how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Love my Ender 2 Pro and my CR10 SV2, but my Ender 3 was a huge task. Yes. Most of the time when giving advice to newcomers, I recommend they try a Flash Forge. Plug and play, it works. Not the best, but very solid. I have a couple Flash Forges. They're okay. One of them went to a school, and they've been using it. The other one is in the back here, and I use it. I mean, they're not bad at all. All right, so it did. Let's do this and show you. So you can see it did the leveling, and it created the mesh here for us. Interesting numbers, but we're going to roll with it. Now we need to prepare. We're preparing now, everybody. We're going to go to temp and nozzle 1 and set it to 200, temp and nozzle 2 and set it to 200. So what is auto align Z? Should we do it? I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. And we'll adjust those white boxes too. Yeah, if you have a Micro Center, $99 for an Ender 3 Pro is a really good deal. For FlashForge Creator 2 Pro, I agree, it's plug and play, but very small build volume. Obviously, very, very small. Ender 5 Plus, solid. I loved my Ender 5 Plus. Unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. I wish I did. I missed that thing. I use it to build project cases for my electronic PCB I built, and also small things for my nephew. How big are the project cases? That would be my next question. How big are the project cases? It's doing something. It's doing something. We're watching it, as you can see, and it's like aligning. I said auto Z align, and that's what it's doing, whatever that means. We're going to get filament ready here. I'm going to get the blue and white that it came with ready. I'm going to put white in number 2, blue in number 1, and see how we're doing there. Five by 5. Let's see here. Just LED lights, not big at all. That's right. Can the Ender 2 Pro do TPU? Why not? Why not? Yeah, it should be able to. I have one over here. I can show you what it looks like. My little guy really, what is going on here? I'm trying to get the filament here through the mechanical switch. There we go. So I'm going to do that for that one. I think it's done doing its thing. Okay. Now let's do some heat ups. Nozzle 1, 200, got it. Back, nozzle 2, 200, back, got it. Let's do a hotbed heat up too. Let's get it all going at once. It's all getting going here. Okay. I'm going to swap this over here so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing now. What's up? TPU is only good in direct drive. It depends how soft you want to be. I can tell you what does TPU pretty fast, but you're going to spend more money on a printer. Okay. There we go. Doing a Sovol mating dance, yes. It was aligning the see, this is interesting. This is like straight down. This one's not. I'll have to readjust these for real size things. I would check out the Ender 2 Pro. It's very solid. So right now we're heating temps. We're at 172 on number 1, 167 on number 2, and 38C on the bed. Really depends on your budget, though, Andrew Murphy. And also, I mean, the Ender 2 Pro has such a short Bowden tube. If you want to do TPU, if it's not crazy floppy, like, I don't know, Ninja Flex or something, it might work okay. Also, you could just convert your Ender 2 Pro into direct drive. Yeah. There's that. Kit, what's up, man? What is up? Long time no see. It is Andrew Day here. Russell White's high. Russell White's here too. We're getting everything heated up. 200, 250 on the bed currently. Good. Prepare, load the filament. Hang the filament, cut it at a 45-degree angle. I am glad they tell people that in the manual now. This here, you know, that's pretty important on these machines. So, yeah. The meeting of the minds, yeah. Meeting of the Andrews, meeting of the minds, it's all the same. All right. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to pull this back and push it into the extruder. It is going down in. I can smell it, so that's good. I'm going to pull this one down. Push it into the extruder. Also, I can smell that one. Both of them had different colors in them, so I know this was tested. So what I want to do now is adjust. Ooh, it's so close. Actually, that one's touching. That one is touching. Could go up maybe a hair. That one's not even close to touching. So I'm going to adjust those real quick so they actually do their jobs. And wipe. We do have a lot of Andrews in the chat right now, but that's okay because we like them all. TPU stock. Let me think. I mean, it really depends on how floppy you're going to get. So remember, TPU, there's a whole bunch of different hardnesses, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. There's a bunch of different. There we go. That one definitely wiped. I'm going to run around to this side. Sureness, is that the real word for it? So let me swap back over to here temporarily, show you. Basically, I'm just going to, hey, look, it's got like a purge bucket, right? We're just adjusting that real quick. I mean, theoretically, we're just coming up about right there. Let's see how close we are. That should work. Pretty close on that one. I might come up just a hair so it actually hits it, like it does on that one. And we don't want it to crash, but we want it to hit it a little more than that. So really, this is just all the fine-tuning stuff. You do this in the beginning so you don't have to do it again. And hopefully you don't have to adjust this stuff much later. But let's see. Oh, that's too much. Too much. And we went too far on that one. It literally crashed into the side of it. I'm going to drop that side a little bit. There we go. That's where I want it. Woo! Okay. Now we got that done. We got that done. We loaded filament. We'll get this camera out of the way for temporarily. Start printing, it says. This sounds good. It's the word you're looking for to describe rubber ratings. Whoa. I like that I just caught what you said, Kit. I didn't see what you said. I'll be interesting when left head adjusts the mesh and right head has to follow and be on the same Gantry. Not too floppy. Just want to be bulletproof when it comes down to holding my GoPros for drones. Got it. So, I mean, you could easily get away with that. You want to do something like the Polymaker, was it 95? Same stuff I use for the tank treads. That stuff is hard enough to print through a Bowden tube, like the Ender 2 Pro, I believe, pretty easily, but not, but not super squishy, right? But it's not like rock hard like PLA would be. Let's see. Yeah, the printer seems gigantic. It's a good size printer. It definitely is a good size printer. If you want to know, and I also have, let's see, I can bring this down a little. You get a little better view. So table to the top of these, let's say top of the spool holder, because every spool is going to be different. We got about, we'll call it 32 inches to round it up, or 81 centimeters. We'll call that. That's pretty tall. Yeah, that's pretty tall. Wide, I mean, there's got to be a more scientific way, but we're going to just give it the best we got here. We're going to call it 26 to be safe, but that's probably a little bigger than it, a little bigger than it really is. Yeah, I love this. I built this with this, the sit stand desk. I love it. I can lower it, raise it, whatever I want to do. All right, let's get that SD card out. Let's see if there's anything cool to print on it. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have a mod in here, but if I do, can you knock that Jim whatever garbage out of here? If not, I'll do it myself. Let's turn this so you guys can see it working more like that. SD card slot. Oh, it's probably in the front of the, thank you. Please appreciate that, Andrew. SD card slot is in the front, up here. And I believe we're going to be upside down. We are upside down. Let's go. There's a mirror XYZ cube, a tongue, a sneaker, a dual Z cube with PLA. Let's try that one. Dual XYZ cube, PLA, mirror. Is there a dual color? Cube calibration, dual pepperoni. Calibration. Does it tell us we need to run a calibration? Maybe there's like a calibration we're supposed to run. Joel didn't think about it. It's too late. Yeah. All right. Start printing. That's our next thing here. Dual mode, duplicate mode. There's definitely different modes on here, which is pretty quick, pretty awesome. So there's a dual mode, a duplicate mode, a mirror mode. Load the SD card, great. All right, it doesn't tell me, but let's see what happens when we do you have the comb test. Jim did work for Adobe, yes. Don't forget to calibrate the two heads. Richie Rich, if there's a good way, there is a calibration to align the head. So should we just run calibration? I think there is something on here just called calibration. Let's see what happens. Single mode, are you start your printing? Sure, I don't know what this means. Single mode, it shows me extruder number 2. Are you sure you start your printing in current print mode? There is a calibration to align the Z. Is there? Is there really? Let's go back. Should we go dual mode? Sure. I don't know. Print, settings, refuel, set, offset, leveling, move, print. So there's a mirror, a tongue, a sneaker, a dual XY, pepperoni, cube calibration. I'm guessing that flying saucer appears, yeah. Let's just go for it. I don't know what this means. Yes. We're going for it. Oh, I know. You know what I didn't do yet? I'm failing at life. Well, we'll see what happens. I didn't clean the... I didn't wipe down the bed. I should have done that, but Do the cube calibration. Dual XY, I think. I'm in it. I'm going for it. I'll be a mod. A mod on other channels. Nice. I'm trying to remember who's all here that's mods. Dual XY. I don't know what it's doing here, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna raise this back up just a hair. And then I'm gonna bring this camera over so we can actually see what is happening. It is purging down the side, which is okay. I like it. So it purged down the side there. Now it is, oh, let's see. Let's make sure. It is starting a cube, I think, or starting something. Looks like it's mostly down. That's good. Little flap there. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Get out of here. Does not like that, does it? There we go. So it is doing some, it looks like a comb. Somebody said there was a comb. This is the comb test. There we go. It looks like a comb. Nice. I like it. The googly eyes. Yes, I should do that. One on each. One big googly eye on each one. I have been from when you started the stream. Yes, I remember Andrew. Andrew's been a mod for a very long time, actually. Jim, thanks for the channel. I don't know what it is, but you guys in your chat may want to get back in 3D printing. Awesome. 3D printing is awesome. If you have a use for it, especially. This is the comb. This will calibrate your two heads. Awesome. Richie Rich. This is yelling at me saying it's time for water. I like that idea. I can tell you that I'm pretty confident that this thing is going to be solid. You know, the fact is that most of the Sovol printers, I mean, every Sovol printer I've had has been solid. I like them all. And this one is just different because it's IDEX, right? So you can do two colors. You can do two different materials. You could probably do support materials if you wanted. You can do a lot with these. And you don't have to have anything special like the palette or the MMU2S or the AMS on the X1 Carbon. You know, it's just two, but that's okay. And the really cool thing about this is we're going to pop over here. That's no fun. We can't see that, huh? The really cool thing about this is that through the magic of filament swaps, or you could probably get away with multiple colors, because while head 1 or head 2, for instance, is printing, right? You could be changing the filament in head 1 to a different color. And if you planned it right, you could have a bunch of different colors. We're all addicted to 3D printing, even with our ups and downs. We're one big family, absolutely. Nice. Metal casting. I know someone that used to do that as well. Blasto, consume the earth sauce. Or consume the earth sauce, yeah. I rejoice y'all I rejoin y'all Discord. Are you there? I am not going to lie. I suck on Discord. I do. I really do. Whoa, a 3D chameleon on each head? You could. You could. I mean, if you had it above, you could do a palette into each. You could do whatever. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. So right now, it's printing up and it's filling in the first layer here of this comb. And hopefully it's going to go into, I just want to see it from this other side. It's really hard deciding on my first printer. It is. Uh-oh, my phone's blowing up here. All right, I think we're going to switch here. Printhead 1 is heating back up, it looks like. All right. I am terrible in my own Discord, so I don't blame anybody for not being there right now. So Printhead 1 is attempting to print here. Right now, it's not doing a great job. It is way too far from the bed. Can we adjust it? Yeah, we can. Let's try it. Let's see. I cannot see if that made a difference. I think it did. Super hard to see in there. It definitely did. Okay. Hopefully it fixes itself. Otherwise, we'll have a little bit of a mess. But that was a little bit Printhead 1, which is going right now in blue. Didn't have a great start there. It was too. Let's see. Can I try to get you a better angle? How's that? It's a little better, right? Maybe. Kind of shows it a little bit better from the side until that printhead's done. But anyways, it was off, so I had to fix that. I know, Jacob, but you're a good place to ask questions. Yeah, IDEX really shines with support material. Yes, this is the most tedious part. When the comb test is done, there'll be a notch in the middle of each comb. Those two notches you want to match up. You can use a millimeter ruler. Three printing Discord. Yeah, you can say the name of it. Go ahead. So it's doing its thing now. It looks like it's kind of hard to get in to a good a view on these because of how the extruders are. See if I can. There we go. That's one thing about these giant extruders like this. It's hard to see underneath them. They're not open up at all for you to see. This is pretty cool, though. Getting some plastic laid down. We're in, what, an hour and a half? People blowing me up on my phone. That's okay, though. So it's printing these two comb-like things. I don't know how long this print is. Maker Pi delivers before I buy an IDEX. Ender 3 S1. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. We're 81% done, so this is going to be pretty quick. Bamboo. If we're talking bamboo, I love that thing myself. Very good machine. This thing is doing really good. I mean, The layer doesn't look bad. The blue layer was bad at first, but that was my fault. That I just need to adjust the Z, right? You know, it's not doing a bad job here. It did not fill in the gaps all the way on some of this, but yeah. Can you share what are the dimensions, not including the spool holders? Want to know if it'll fit in my existing enclosure. Not including the spool holders? You're going to put the spool somewhere else? Not including the spool holders, just to the top of the rail, about 25.5 inches or 65.5 centimeters, if you want to go that route. Lengthwise, I can't, oh, it's already done. I'd have to measure it with everything like fully extended, you know, like that. So I would go with 26 inches deep, 26 inches deep. And I think we talked about roughly, if you want to be safe, you want to say roughly 26 inches wide. We're going to call it 26 wide. I bet you the actual machine dimensions are on this book here. We're going to get another print going in a second here. Look at each comb. You see a rectangular notch in the middle. Those need to match up. Okay. Let's see. Machine size does not tell me the actual machine size. But, yeah. A rectangular notch in each one. Well, that's what I see. This is what I got. That's what I got. Look at the comb. You see a rectangular notch in the middle. Those need to match up. I don't see any rectangular notches. I mean, they all look like combs, right? Am I missing something? Why is it the 3D printers, how long they've been around, and why is the resolution not better? That's a good question. Oh, am I upside down there? No. I popped these all off. Came off pretty nice. I am going to clean these mats. So I am not sure what you mean about the rectangular notch. But we're going to try something else, though. We printed that. On to the next thing. Let me grab some stuffs. I want to wipe this down. One comb will be different. Do you think it's lack of people wanting to pay the price for better resolution? I don't think so. I think it really depends where people are. If there's anything that the Anchor and the Bamboo Lab X1 has shown us, is that there's a lot of people willing to spend money for a more premium product that, to be fair, normally you would get for even more money. I mean, a lot of people were shocked when they saw how cheap the Bamboo Lab really is compared to something like I don't know, Ultimaker or something, right? All right, here we go. I'm firing it back up. We're doing a cube calibration. I wiped it all down. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna put you back over here so I can talk to everybody for a few minutes while this thing's doing its thing. We'll spin this around, give it a little break. All right. Using a spatula on a flex plate. Yeah, normally I wouldn't do that, but that was like 1 layer thick, very thin, and it was very flexible, so it wouldn't have flexed off for sure. Right in the middle. Oh, the thing. Look at the videos on the SD card. Will tell you how to use the calibration tests. It probably does, yes. I think, I mean, resolution on FDM it's gotten much, much, much better through the last however many years, right? It's way better than it used to be 10 years ago for sure. If Bamboo delivers, I'm buying one. I'm not sure what you mean by delivers with 4 colors. I'm sorry. On each comb, look at the very middle tooth. You'll see a little different. It has a rectangle laying on top. Let me look. Well, this thing's doing something. I think it's printing already. All right, I got the combs. All right, it's laying down. It's laying down the purge line here. I see a little rectangle on that one. Oh, I know, Kit. I see a rectangle on this one. Let's see. I see like a, I mean, these it's so little. Oh, I don't have the camera on, and it's not stuck together very good at all. Let's just see here. I might have to go a little closer here on the blue, especially. Yeah, we are not close enough. Let's try that. I think we're still too far. So my lines, the layers are not sticking together, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Let's try that. And it's very hard to see because, well, it's hard to see. Let's try that. So I'll buy the next version of the Bamboo after they get the bugs out. I mean, just like any brand new thing, there's always going to be some of those for sure. Yeah, I can't tell. Those layers aren't great. The layer is not great. See if I can get you a better picture of it there. Hopefully this one's better. Ouch. What Kickstarter failed that you didn't receive, Andrew? Most likely the backers get their prizes. Yeah. Oh, burned so often. I wonder what you got burned for. Ooh, a Voron build. I like that. It's Kickstarter, yeah. They're going to deliver printers for sure. The printers will be delivered. That might be too close to the, well, yeah, that first layer on the white is too close now to the bed, but I'm over it. It's probably because I lowered the Z of the, it's probably because I lowered the Z because number 1 was printing too far away still. I can see where this could take a little bit to dial in. You know, that's the nature of IDEX, right? Let's see if I can get you a better view from the side. Maybe. So hard to get a good view here. A plush Geary. That is funny. Oh, now we're gonna have a problem with this view because the other extruder's coming, and it's gonna change it for us. But I can tell you that square I don't think we're lined up, but we're gonna find out. I think raise it with the manual knob. I will have to do that a little bit. Yeah, blue. What's interesting is I don't know what it's doing. We're gonna have to see what this print looks like when it's done. Does Extruder 2 have an adjustable Z carriage? Yes, it does. Yes. Did you update the firmware? I have not updated the firmware. There may be a newer firmware that I need to update too. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. I need to raise it a little. Also, I don't really know what it's trying to do. I mean, we're 90% through here. And I guess that we're 100% through here. Look. All right, then. There's that. I can tell you we need to calibrate some more. But let's see. There we go. There's a gap here. I'm not sure if it should be there or not. I don't think it is. I think the white is supposed to be right in the center, and there's a gap there. So we definitely need to do some more calibration and get this dialed in on top of each other. And there's that. But I think we should try something like duplicate mode. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, there's a mirror mode. I like mirror mode. Let's show this mirror mode. Print. Mirror cube, go. Yes. All right, here's what we're going to do. I could spend, I'm going to probably have to spend some time dialing this thing in and getting it calibrated. As with any IDEX machine, you need those things perfect, right? Yeah, they're very short tests, so it's just going to take some calibrations. I'm also going to need to pop that SD card in and watch the videos on how to calibrate instead of just making it up as we go, right? Let's see. I don't like how it comes out of the bucket. It heats up, and then it heats back to temp. This makes blobs on the print. I think it's heating up currently in the bucket, but yeah, it does. It comes over to that rubber piece when it's heating up, it looks like. Lewis, how are you? They're definitely short. When you watch, it'll give you your when you do watch it, I'll give you your man card. That's funny. So here's what we're doing now. Did I raise that or lower it? Oop, wrong way. Just trying to watch. There we go. I may have got that one in. How's this one? This one's looking good. So now we're doing a dual. I just want to touch it. I cannot get in there. I can't get in there to check the level or layer on this. We're doing a dual cube here. And it's super hard to get in here. I'm just going to let it fly, I guess. There we go. You can see what's happening. It is doing, see if I can get you closer. It's doing 2 cubes at once. The challenge is you can't see in underneath those extruders. I mean, I can see from the back. They're looking okay. I wish I could lower the Z here. Definitely the Z on blue here is higher. So that would cause me to lower the whole thing down, then readjust the left side again. We're going to let it go. It's just too high. Jeez. Definitely too high on that side. We're going to let it go and do its thing, though. Then I'm going to have to re-level the extruder 1 here. The Z is definitely off. What's the bucket for? It should come across Purge or whatever it does in the bucket. It sit here and blobs and let it run down, and then it should wipe itself on the way back so you don't have filament just oozing all over the place. These are little Z cubes or cubes here, but I can definitely tell that the level on this one here, number 1, is just too high from the bed. It's still too high. So I'm going to have to play with that. This one I was able to adjust, which I really like that. I adjusted it a little bit, and it's very good on that one. On the second, there's a couple of screws to raise and lower the second extruder. Yes. This one? Because this raises and lowers it up, if that's what you're talking about. Nice theory, yeah. So we're just rocking a couple of cubes. Basically, the cubes are going to be, thought the Sovol was Bowden. This particular one's not, direct drive. Actually, they've all been direct drive, if I remember right. All of them. So we're rocking a couple of cubes. They're mirrored, so they will come out. I mean, you're basically printing the same thing. One side is going to be mirrored from the other. This is going to be a little bit, because we're only 5% in. Any questions? This is 300 by 300 by 400. This is the Sovol SV04. It went together very quick. You're going to have to say very quick. It went together, which is great. So far, you know, we've done a couple calibrations, which I need to keep doing that for. Nice kit. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought. They're all direct drive. You know, it came with a bunch of tools if you're getting your first printer. So the trick on the IDEX printers is just going to be calibrating them so the two heads print in the same spot like they're supposed to. That's just going to be the trick of it. It's just going to take some time to do that, which isn't a big deal. Currently, like I said, we're doing a mirrored cube, so it's printing 2 cubes at once, which is pretty cool because you can print, say you have a small box or a small part or something, you could duplicate them so it prints the same thing next to each other. You can put the same colors, multiple colors, whatever you want. You can do mirrored stuff like this, which is a lot of fun. Basically, you're printing 2 prints at the same time. This also will do dual color together, like we talked about. We could do 2 vases. If we had loaded up a vase in here, we could do 2 different ones. 04 was on sale on Amazon a week or 2 ago. Yeah, they had a big release a couple weeks ago. I'm just super behind in getting all my stuff together. They did have a good promotion going on. They might still on their website. It's cool to watch though. Very fun to watch 2 heads moving at the same time. Just getting them all dialed in. That's what we got to make sure you do. Can do that. We'll throw this over here. You can see a little, not really. So the challenge, like I said before, is that they, you know, you can't see under the extruders really good. This is kind of a fun view. You can kind of see, you can kind of see top down how they're working, right? how they're mirroring each other. Looks like we dropped some people very quickly. That was crazy. Yeah. So it's going to print these two cubes. We are going to let it fly. I'll keep playing with this thing. I want to get the dual color dialed in. I love the size, even if it, even if I use this for one extruder most of the time, 300 by 300 by 400, I love that size. I think that's, CR10 size, essentially. I love that it has the flex plate, the auto leveling on extruder 1. The touch screen is, pretty good. The interface is there. I can look and see. I'm assuming there's a firmware. It's been out for a bit, so there could already be a firmware upgrade that it needs. So we'll check that out. Yeah. Dual filament runout sensors. Everything else is pretty solid. Kind of torn because I kind of wish that you can see it over here a little bit more. I wish this extrusion maybe came down and was flush with the table to take some of the weight off this, but it's not that big a deal. It's not the end of the world. It does have belt tensioners on all the sides here, one for each of your heads and then one for your Y. A strain relief on the bed in the back, which is good. You definitely need that on that wire for sure. We talked about the cables here, the ribbon cables. I don't know what you could really do with those because they need to be able to go all the way up. So there's not a lot you could do with that. Yeah. Any questions? Anything else you want to hear about or talk about? Email Sovol. I don't think their latest firmware is on their site. Okay, I'll definitely do that. Check that out. These cubes are rocking and rolling. Interesting. I'm definitely going to have to work on it. Head number 1 here. And see what's going on there. It's probably it just needs to be dialed in. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot you can do with the cables either. You can't really cable tie them because they need to be able to move. You could do like some sort of guide, but that might put wear on them. You never know. But time will tell, yes. How large can you print in mirror mode? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I'd have to pull up the slicer unless it tells me. It says the different modes are in here. All right, yellow areas for duplicate mode, red areas for mirror mode. Mirror mode is considerably smaller for some reason. Let's see if it tells us what size. Mirror mode print size. Here we go. Mirror mode print size is 115 by 300 by 400. 115 by 300 by 400. Duplicate mode is 150 by 300 by 400. 150 by 300 by 400. Let's see. Dual color 300 by 300 by 400. Single color 300 by 300 by 400. So those are the same. So there you go. Yeah, you don't want the heads to collide. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, these cubes are rocking and rolling now. 22% done. 22% done. So that's cool. I know it's Sunday. I know you guys are being awesome and hanging out. So I don't want to waste too much of everybody's time either. We've been going for just about 2 hours. So I'll probably give this thing another 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. If both continues fine till the end, fine. Yeah. Right? Duplicate mode, the heads never come close to each other. Yeah, true story. So you get a little more out of that. You get a little more because they're moving at the same time. It's so much fun though to watch the IDEX machines work because I mean, like right now we have two things printing. Obviously, they're mirrored, so they're printing backwards from each other, and it's just cool to see. It's just cool to see this work. I got to get back to work. Thanks, Bam. We'll see you guys in Discords. All right, have a great day. I have a great day back to work, and thank you for being in the stream. Yeah, but good times. I mean, solid machine. If it continually prints like the rest of my Sovols do, it's going to be solid. Something I did notice up top here, it has without flipping this thing around, it does capture the Z rod in the back here, the Z screw, but it's floating, so it allows it to move. So if this Z screw was ever like warped, it'll actually let it move in here front to back and a little bit side to side. That way it's not holding it straight and making everything else crazy. So that's important. I don't think there's bearings in there, which is okay with me. I would rather just have it free float. Thank you, Andrew S. I appreciate that. It is fun to watch two of them print. Very much fun. So I have a bunch of printers to get done, and you'll probably start seeing a lot of live streams soon in the next couple weeks here. I do have man, I got a lot over there. I have a Ender 3S1 Plus, so that'll be interesting. I have, man, there's a lot of printers over there I need to get out, but this particular one, so far so good. Thank you so much, Sovol. I really appreciate you shooting me over the SV04. I apologize that it took so long to get to it, but solid printer. You know, even if you're just going to use one extruder most of the time, it's going to be solid. It's direct drive. Yeah, so far so solid, you know. It does have heat sinks and fans there across the extruder itself, which is kind of cool. Keeps it cool down in there. Yeah. Great one. Thanks for the share. Best. Thanks. Thank you so much. VGFX Labs. I think I'm gonna print an airplane. I think I need to. I need to. I don't know why. I just, you know, it sounds like it's gonna be fun. Then I'll do a video like putting it together and then maybe hopefully not crashing it, right? Cool. Well, these cubes are going to keep flying here. We're only 35% in right now, so we have quite a bit of time. I do not want to take up all of your day watching cubes print. I appreciate everybody that's been here, everyone that's been here since the beginning of the stream and is here now. Thank you so much for the donations earlier. I really appreciate that as well. I'm going to give you some of your Sunday back. I hope that you have a great day. Got a little bit of information, maybe learned something new, maybe you never saw an IDEX machine print before, so hopefully that helped out. And yeah, look forward to more live streams coming. If you guys want to see something specific, let me know in the comments after this video as well. Sky down, hope that lightweight foaming filament looks fun to try. Yes, that would be cool. Good stream, nice printer. Thank you so much, David. Got the clock hiding up here. Yeah, I think once I get it dialed in, I think it's going to be pretty solid. It's going to be fun to dial it in. Again, I need to watch their videos on actually how to do that because I was just pressing buttons on the control panel and doing the test prints. But I'm sure they have it detailed on how to dial these things in, and we're going to do that. Yeah. Again, you want to see something specific, let us know in the comments below. But I don't want to keep you guys here any longer. It's Sunday. Go out, have a great day, whatever time it is in the world by you, and in the future, or not so much. But I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you again for being here, and we will see you tomorrow night at Hotmakes right here, 6 p.m. Central. We have who do we have? Sam Prentice. Sam Prentice is joining us on Hotmakes. We're going to talk death racers, and I have mine. We're going to show it off and show his, and I'm going to see if I fried my motors, maybe that kind of thing. Any printers going to South Africa, poor but willing? I am not sure. I'm not sure what they can send to South Africa, but I'm sure there's printers there. But thank you for being with us, Ashley, too. But yeah, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, across the channels, you'll see Hotmakes. We do Hotmakes every Monday night, or mostly every Monday night. This past one we had a U.S. holiday, so we didn't. But we have a lot of fun. Sam Prentice will be on. We're going to talk droids, battle racers, and all sorts of cool stuff, because Sam's a pretty awesome dude. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there in the world, and we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Later. All right.